Welcome to Module 1. This week and next week we will focus on the Bardach Eightfold Path method to analyzing policy. This week you will be reading parts 1 and 2 as well as an article describing how to plan, write, and communicate an effective policy brief. In general, the analytic work and problem solving proceeds in a certain direction, from defining the problem at the beginning all the way to making a decision and explaining it in the end. Then, in essence, there is a beginning, a middle, and an end. The Bardach text outlines a particular method for analyzing and developing solutions for policy problems. It is called the Eightfold Path. There are other methods, and the second text describes a different method, but this is a well-known and well-established method that we will discuss here. In some cases, regardless of the method, the client or perhaps the political situation has already narrowed and focused the analytic task to such a degree that you need not even bother thinking through some of these steps. As is obvious by the title, the method discussed here involves 8 different steps. They first start with defining the problem. Then, of course, you must assemble evidence. After you assemble the evidence, you can construct various alternatives, and then you must select the criteria for which to measure success or failure. Based on that criteria, you can project outcomes and confront trade-offs. Then once again, you must stop, focus, narrow, deepen, and ultimately decide which path you will choose. And then the final step is to tell your story, which includes how you will evaluate success or failure. Part 2 of the Bardach text focuses on the task of assembling evidence. Whenever you're trying to assemble evidence, you should first obviously start with what you already know. From there, you can locate relevant sources. They can include people, documents, as well as first and second-hand information. When you begin to approach people, you must conduct a policy research interview. That involves setting up the initial appointment, and that can be a challenge. Once you have the appointment, it's important to gain trust, because that will allow for ongoing conversations. During the interview, you may want to try and steer the conversation to keep it focused on your policy issue. Also, there may be folks who are willing to participate but a bit defensive. It's important that you leverage these informants to get as much as you can. They will be reluctant and probably very guarded in their answers. You should, of course, protect yourself and your credibility at all times. Look out for politically inspired criticism and prepare for premature exposure.